हॅलो, रवः श्रूयते?
हाँ श्रूयते। नमो नमः।
अच्छा,
मैम
प्रणम।
आपकी आवाज आ रही है, ये थोड़ा इंतजार करें, हमारे संयोजक जुड़ रहे हैं। प्रणाम प्रणाम।
सर्वेभ्यो नमो नमः जी, प्रणाम।
सर्वेभ्यो नमो नमः। अहं श्रोतुकामास्मि। मम सदः अधुना नास्ति, एकवादनात् परम् अस्ति, किन्तु अहं श्रोतुकामास्मि इति अत्र अस्मि। अवसरः दीयते इति मन्ये।
हाँ, अवश्यम।
धन्यवादाः।
हाँ, राजेश भाई, कैन वी स्टार्ट द सेशन?
गुरपत जी, मेरी आवाज आ रही है?
प्रणाम।
गुरपत जी
प्रणाम
आवाज आ रही
मैम।
है?
हाँ, प्रणाम।
जी,
जी
गुरपत
जी
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 आवाज आ
गुरुजी।
रही है?
जी
हम
जी
जो भी
गुरुजी।
विदेश से मैम जुड़े हैं उनका व्याख्यान ले लीजिए, उनको पीपीटी शेयर करने का आप वो दे दीजिएगा। कुछ
जी
विदेशी विदुषियों ने बाद में कल परसों के लिए समय मांगा है ना,
जी
जी जी जी।
तो भी उपलब्ध हो आदरणीय मैम के अध्यक्षता में उनका कार्यक्रम उनका व्याख्यान लीजिए। बाकी कल परसों में जो विदुषी गुरुजनों ने समय मांगा उनको हम कल कल परसों सुनेंगे तकनीकी सत्रों में। हाँ,
जी 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 गुरुजी।
आप स्टार्ट करें। मेरे फोन में थोड़ी बैटरी कम है, 2 ही 3% बची है, हो सकता है मैं निकल जाऊं। इसको
नो
आदरणीय
प्रॉब्लम, नो।
अध्यक्ष में माननीय
कोई बात
गुरुजन इसको
नहीं, आप
संभालेंगे।
हाँ, चिंता मत कीजिए।
जी, प्रणाम
जी
प्रणाम।
हाँ, प्रणाम।
मैम प्रारंभ करते हैं मैम।
हाँ जी जी, मेरी अनुमति है।
चलिए एक
थैंक
बार
यू।
पूछिए कि कौन कौन जुड़े हैं, एक बार नाम लीजिएगा। वो अपने आप को प्रेजेंट बताएंगे और जुड़ते भी जाएंगे आगे।
जी जी जी। गुड मॉर्निंग एवरीवन। Before the begin today's program, I would like to say a few words. According to our Indian knowledge system, it is our beautiful tradition to begin every auspicious program with a Mangalacharana. This scared invocation is performed to seek divine blessings to that the program may proceed peacefully and successfully without any obstacle. So now I would like to begin today's session with a Vedic Mangalacharan. Om Purnamadaha Purnamidam Purnad Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate. Om Sahnavavatu सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै। ओम शांति शांति शांतिः। हरिः ओम तत्सत्। Thank you. It gives me great pleasure to welcome you all to the first online session of the third Global Vidushi Conference 2026. This international conference is organized by the Vidushi Samuha of Global Sanskrit Forum in collaboration with the Department of Sanskrit and Prakrit Language, University of Lucknow, along with several respected institutions of Lucknow and UP. The theme of this conference is Shakti illuminated in her full glory. The concept of Shakti respect represent the divine feminine power, the power of creation, wisdom, force, and transformation. Though the history, women have played a important role in shaping society as scholar, thinker, teachers, scientists, writers, and leaders. The conference celebrates the strength, knowledge, and contribution of women within the Indian knowledge system. I would also like to mention that the offline session of this conference were successfully conducted on 7th and 8th March at the University of Lucknow, and today 9th March marks the auspicious beginning of our online academic session. I am especially happy to say that today's first session is truly international as scholars from different countries have joined us to share their valuable research and ideas. Now it is my honor to extend a warm welcome to everyone present here. First of all, I would like to warmly welcome our respected chairperson, Professor Yogini Vyas ma'am from Gujarat, India, Bharat. Your presence truly honors this academic gathering. And I also extend my warm welcome to all our international research scholars who have joined us today from different parts of the world. Your participation makes this session truly global and academically enriching. I also respectfully welcome our patrons, advisor board members, and all the member of the organizing committee. We are deeply grateful for your presence. Uh, as we all know, we are the servant of time. Therefore, without talking much time in formalities, and with the kind permission of our respected chairperson, ma'am, I would now like to invite our scholar one by one their paper presentation.
अवश्यम जी
I thank you, ma'am. I kindly request all presenters to please complete their presentation within 10 minutes so that everyone gets equal opportunity. Uh, thank you. Thank you very much for your wonderful. Uh, First, Miss Rajashree, ma'am, Rajashree जी MGI मॉरिशस से मैम आप उपस्थित मिस राजश्री जी प्रोफेसर उल्फत मुखीबोभा राजश्री जी ज्वाइनिंग मिस राजश्री जी MGI मॉरिशस
Namo Namaha.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, yes. You may start.
Yes, sir. Can I humbly request, because I just arrived, can I be presenting as the second speaker, if you don't mind?
Okay, 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 ma'am.
Sure.
Professor Ulfat Mukhibova. from England, Bimla Sharma.
Hello, sir. May I intervene? I think I can start the session.
Okay,
I
okay,
can
Okay,
start
okay, okay, ma'am.
presenting.
sure.
Okay, okay.
Okay. Yes. Respected chairperson, esteemed members of the organizing committee of the Vidushi Global Conference, Third Global Conference, distinguished scholars and honored participants, warm greetings from Mauritius. From the island of Mauritius, where traditions crossed oceans, yet remain deeply rooted in memory, I bring with me the living fragrance of Sanatan thought carried across generations. So as we gather today, in fact, it was yesterday that we celebrated the International Women's Day. It is inspiring to witness the scholarship, creativity, and leadership of women shaping knowledge, culture, and society. The theme of this conference, that is Shakti, illuminated in her full glory, invites a profound reflection. Yes, a very deep reflection. Firstly, is Shakti waiting to be illuminated, or are we the ones who must illuminate our understanding in order to recognize her presence? So, the Vedic tradition itself gives the voice to this cosmic feminine power. In the Devi Sukta of the Rig Veda, the feminine principle proclaims, I quote, Aham Rashtri Sangamani Vasunam. Vasunam. I am the sovereign power who unites and sustains the world. So, esteemed audience and scholars, this declaration reminds us that the feminine principle in the Vedic vision is not passive, but it is dynamic, creative, and foundational to cosmic order. So today, I will be speaking on this topic. I hope that I can justify to the thematic element chosen by the organizing team, reclaiming the feminine principle, Shakti, Purusharthas, and women's agency. Reclaiming Shakti, I propose, is not merely a social reform. It is a philosophical recovery and a civilizational remembrance, a recognition of the intrinsic power and wisdom that women have historically embodied. Contemporary discussions of women's empowerment rightly emphasize legal equality, political participation, and economic access. These are very indispensable for justice and social development. Yet, such discussions often remain incomplete without deeper philosophical grounding. The Sanatan intellectual tradition provides such grounding through this concept of Shakti, which is the dynamic principle of the cosmic energy. Shakti is not simply a symbolic representation of femininity. It is the very power through which the universe manifests and maintains itself. If Shakti is the fundamental energy, which is the underlying existence, I put the question before us is not whether women possess power, but whether societies recognize and value that power. Our textual traditions demonstrate that such recognition was not absent even in the earlier times. Women were recognized, were acknowledged as seekers, thinkers, teachers, and contributors to intellectual as well as spiritual life. The Vedic and the Upanishadic traditions preserve the compelling examples of women's intellectual and spiritual engagement. For example, Gargi Vachakavi in the Brihadaranya Upanishad engaged in a profound philosophical debate with the sage Yajnavalkya during a royal assembly. And in her inquiry, she asked upon what the universe itself is woven. Yadidam sarvamastu protamiva, questioning the ultimate substratum upon which the reality rests. Her presence is such a philosophical assembly, reflects both the intellectual courage and also the recognized authority. Similarly, we have Maitreya, who, when she was offered wealth by her husband Yajnavalkya, she just asked a remarkable question: what shall I do with that which cannot make me immortal? So we can see her inquiry reveals a profound orientation, which is towards the knowledge and liberation rather than material gain. Lopamudra, credited with hymns in the Rig Veda, demonstrated that women contributed not only to philosophical reflection, but also to the very foundation of Vedic spiritual thought. So you can see these examples, they show that how women's intellectual participation, it was not peripheral, but it was very integral to the evolution of Vedic philosophy. Furthermore, if we try to relate Shakti and the Purusharth, the classical framework of Purusharthas, as all of you know, Dharma, Arth, Kam, and Moksha. These four, they are the four fundamental aims of human life. Philosophically, these aims were not restricted to man only. Women have historically participated in each dimension of human flourishing. In Dharma, women exercise ethical judgment and moral leadership within families and community society. In Earth, women contributed significantly to economic life and prosperity. Significantly, prosperity itself is personified as the goddess Mahalakshmi, reflecting the association between abundance and feminine principle. In Kama, women shape aesthetic, literary, and devotional expressions through poetry, ritual, and bhakti traditions. In Moksha, the Upanishadic vision affirms that the self transcends all distinctions, including gender. Women engage in philosophical inquiry and spiritual contemplation, who participated fully in the pursuit of liberation, moksha. Thus, the principle of Shakti, yes, it manifests across all dimensions of human aspiration. So let me give you a few examples, or as you may say, illustrations of the Purusharthas. Like, for example, for Dharma, ethical responsibility requires wisdom, courage, and discernment. So women's participation in education, governance, and social reform, they demonstrate how Dharma acts as an active moral agency. Earth, which is the economic life that has well depended upon the women's contributions, both whether it is visible or invisible. Recognizing this reflects the deeper philosophical connection that we can see between feminine energy and prosperity. And we take on, for example, in aesthetic experience of calm. These are relational creativity that has formed an essential dimensions of human life. Women's contribution to poetry, ritual traditions, and devotional movement. This has shown how personal expression can become a source of cultural and spiritual enrichment. And lastly, moksha as the ultimate aim, as I have mentioned earlier, that transcends social identity. So women engage in contemplation, knowledge, and spiritual discipline. They embody the realization of Chit Shakti, consciousness recognizing its own divine nature. So, dear participants, chairperson, reclaiming Shakti today does not require importing entirely new models of empowerment. Rather, it calls us to remember a philosophical heritage in which women's intellectual authority, spiritual pursuit, and social leadership were already acknowledged. Modern feminist discourse, they have rightly addressed structural inequalities, yet the concept of Shakti offers a complementary philosophical perspective. Empowerment understood not merely as rights granted essentially, but it is merely a recognition of intrinsic power. So while historical distortions and patriarchal practices are certainly existing, or it's continued to exist, but distinguishing between enduring philosophical principles and later social deviations, that allows us to rediscover the foundational insights rather than reject the tradition entirely. So the Upanishadic wisdom reminds us, I quote, Tattvamasi, thou art thy, tum hi ho. So this declaration transcends all distinctions of gender and identity. The realization of the self belongs equally to every seeker. So if Shakti sustains the cosmos, then every woman who thinks, leads, creates, or seek liberation will manifest that cosmic power. So to illuminate Shakti is therefore to illuminate consciousness itself, as the tradition reminds us. Yatra naryastu pujyante ramante tatra devataha. Where women are honored, there the divine rejoices. So may our institutions, our society, the whole universe continue to recognize and celebrate this truth. So I express my sincere gratitude to the organizers of this conference for providing such a meaningful platform to reflect upon women's agency in philosophical, educational, and cultural contexts. Dhanyavadaha. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you very much
Yes,
for
thank
your
you.
insightful presentation. We are truly appreciate your valuable research and your thoughtful decision on the theme of Shakti in relation to the Indian knowledge system, and your ideas have truly enriched today's academic discussion. Once again, thank you for your meaningful contribution. Thank you, ma'am.
Same to you. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Uh, May I kindly check if the presentators whose name are listed in today's schedule are present in this session? Please, anyone? From England, Bimla Pharma. Please, ma'am.
Namaskar, namaskar,
Welcome,
everyone.
ma'am.
Thank you. Thank you, all of you. I didn't know it was my turn because I'm scheduled for a bit later. Nevertheless, let me give my presentation. First of all, I would like to thank the committee of the third Global Vidushi Conference 2026 to invite me to participate in this conference. I will talk more about our Sanskriti and women empowerment as Shakti, illuminated in her glory, full glory. First of all, I would like to introduce myself. I am Bimla Perma from UK, married, mother of 3 sons, and also a grandmother. I live in UK since 1999 and born in Mauritius. I'm a retired tax inspector and accountant by profession and a chartered tax advisor. I have also run care homes and look after elderly in UK. But for the last few years, I'm totally engaged in promoting our Sanskriti. Though I live in UK, I'm interested in supporting England, India, and Mauritius, and globally, I would say, in different activities regarding our Sanskriti. I'm also the Vice President of Sanskriti Academy in Mauritius. Sanskriti Academy has students from mainly Mauritius and globally from Australia, Guyana, Trinidad to Canada, and about 15 different countries. We have over 1,000 students all over following our classes. We are planning to have chapters in Trinidad, Guyana, and other places where our Indian descendants have settled. Even one of our students in Guyana teaches children how to perform yagna on Sundays in temple. We have online classes daily on the following subjects: Sanskrit, Hindi, Bhagavad Gita, Ramayana, as well as slokas, learning and bhajans classes for different parvs in the year. I would more explain about our Sanskriti Academy Association, how we help the Sanskriti. We help to promote, preserve, disseminate cultural heritage and values, particularly the study and practice of Sanskrit, Indian classical folk arts, and related Mauritian traditions within the Republic of Mauritius and abroad. And we also provide education, training through languages, classes, workshops, lectures, and we foster social cohesion, and we try to do such things that are conducive to the attainment of our objects. Hence, our mission is to educate the society in our Sanskriti and make sure that we are well-rooted. If our children are not well-rooted, the wind of other culture can blow them away despite our Sanatan Dharma being very ancient and rich. We cannot blame our children if they lose track, as it is our duty as parents, as mothers, as family, to protect our children with the right education regarding our Sanskriti. At present, in Mauritius as well as in UK and other parts of the world, families are too career-focused and leave the education in the hands of the school teachers only. For example, unfortunately in Mauritius, children going to private school, which are mostly English-based, and they have no such curriculum as Oriental for Sanskrit or Sanskrit languages, and then they are losing out. These children in private school are losing out because they are not able to know our rich Sanskriti and pass it on to the next generation. However, the government in Mauritius, as well as other organizations, have supported 22 Gurukul in different places in the country. Our Sanskriti and academic education should go hand in hand. In UK, we have no Gurukul as such, and Oriental subjects are not taught. Very few parents do play their roles at home by teaching their children their mother tongue, as well as some culture from India. However, some mandirs across UK do cater for activities, cultural activities. Today I am before you, as mentioned also, to speak about a cause that shapes the future of our society: women empowerment and women as Shakti. Women empowerment is the foundation of justice, equality, and progress. Hence, it means giving women the freedom, opportunities, and confidence to make decisions about their lives, their education, their careers, and their future. However, across the world, many women still face discrimination, unequal pay, limited access to education, and barriers to leadership. These challenges do not only affect women, they hold back the entire societies. Mauritius is an example where the government introduced free education in the 1970s, and then all the unfortunate girls who couldn't afford to go to school before, being fee paying, started attending school, as before that it was a privilege only to the boys who were sent to school by the family. In my generation, lots of high positions in the country are now held by women, heads of departments, CEO, and judges, and everything. When we empower women, we empower humanity. We all know that. History gives us inspiration examples of women who refuse to accept limitation. For example, Malala, she risked her life to defend the rights of girls to go to school. Marie Curie, as you know, she broke the barriers in science and won 2 Nobel Prizes. These stories remind us that talent, intelligence, and leadership have no gender. But empowerment is not only about extraordinary women who make history. It is all about every girl sitting in a classroom, every mother supporting her family, and every young woman who dares to dream of a better future. Education remains one of the most powerful tools for empowering women. When girls receive education, they grow into confident leaders, innovators, and change makers. They strengthen the economy, improve healthcare, build stronger communities. However, achieving gender equality is not the responsibility of women only. It requires the commitments of governments, communities, and men who believe in fairness and equal opportunity. A truly empowered society is one where a girl's potential is never defined by her gender, but by her determination, talent, and courage. There shouldn't be a glass ceiling for women to progress in any field in the world. So let us not only talk about empowerment, let us act on it. Let us create opportunities, break stereotypes, and support the voices of women everywhere across the world. Because the truth is simple and powerful. When women rise, family rise. When family rise, nations rise. When nation rise, the world rises. That's what we want. Women is the Shakti that illuminates humanity. And I would seize this occasion to thank you all for giving me this opportunity to express a few words. And I try to do as much as I can to show my contribution in this platform. And I thank the organization for organizing such a profound thought about the empowerment of women and women as Shakti. Thank you very much. If anybody got any question, please feel free to ask me. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, ma'am.
Welcome.
Next, anyone?
Hello, this is Dr. Shanchita Gruha from Bangladesh. Can you hear me?
Welcome, ma'am.
Thank you.
Please
Thank you so
start.
much. Thank you so much. First of all, I want to express my sincere gratitude to the organizing committee for inviting me in such prestigious conference. First of all, I want to introduce myself. This is Dr. Shanchita Gruha, Professor, Department of Sanskrit, University of Dhaka, Bangladesh. I will try to focus on the chronological journey of women in this world. Women have always been an essential part of human civilization. From the earliest stages of human history to the modern digital age, women have played a crucial role in shaping families, communities, economics, cultures, and nations. However, the recognition and value of women's contributions have not always been equal to those of men. In many societies, women faced discrimination, limited rights, and social restrictions. Despite these challenges, women continuously contributed to the development and progress of society. The role of women has evolved significantly over time. In ancient societies, women were primarily responsible for domestic responsibilities, childbearing, and supporting family structures. As civilizations developed, women gradually began participating in education, politics, trade, science, literature, and leadership. Today, women are actively involved in every field of society, including government, business, science, technology, sports, healthcare, and social activism. We can see that in prehistoric communities, survival depended on cooperation between men and women. They helped each other in every section like gathering food, caring children, agricultural work, etc. In ancient civilizations like ancient Egypt, Greece, Rome, women had legal rights to own property, inherit wealth, and engage in business. Even Roman women influenced politics and society through family networks and social influence. In ancient India, especially during Vedic age, women enjoyed relatively higher status. However, over time, women's freedom were reduced. In the Middle Age, women's freedom were very much restricted because of social and religious structures. Between the 16th and 18th centuries, societies experienced major changes due to scientific discoveries, exploration, and political development. During this period, women began to gain more opportunities in education and intellectual activities. In this period, women became scholars, writers, philosophers, addressed social issues, gender roles, and rights of women. Some women played powerful roles in politics as well. The Industrial Revolution, which began in the late 18th century, significantly changed the role of women in society. Though the working conditions were often difficult, many women began working outside their homes, like in factories, textile industries, manufacturing, etc. During 19th century, women began organizing movements to demand equal rights. Women advocated for better working conditions, education, and legal rights. In the 20th and 21st centuries, the role of women has expanded dramatically. Today, women participate in nearly every field of human activity, like education, politics, economy, business, agriculture, science and technology, healthcare, arts and culture, sports, social developments, etc. Their efforts contribute to building more just and inclusive societies. Despite significant progress, women still face many challenges in many sectors like gender inequality, wage gap, violence and harassment, limited opportunities, etc. The role of women in society has evolved greatly from ancient times to the present day. While early societies often confined women to domestic responsibilities, women have gradually expanded their influences across every sector of human life. Throughout history, women have contributed to family stability, economic development, cultural enrichment, scientific advancement, and political leadership. Despite facing huge obstacles and discrimination, women have continuously demonstrated resilience, strength, and determination. Today, women are leaders, innovators, educators, entrepreneurs, scientists, and activists who shape the future of society. So, Empowering women is essential for sustainable development and social progress. So we should focus on this because the future of society depends on the equal participation of men and women. Recognizing and supporting the role of women in every section of society is essential for building a fair, inclusive, and prosperous world. So, the theme of this conference, Shakti illuminated in her full glory, is very much important for this society. Lastly, we can say Shakti illuminated in her full glory, and they will continue this process. Thank you so much. Thank you, the organizing committee, for inviting me in such a prestigious event. Thank you so much.
Thank you, ma'am. Next, anyone? Next, anyone, ma'am? Okay.
आ रहे हैं क्या
Uh,
बोल कोई?
मैम, शोभा मैम,
जी,
आप कुछ कहना चाहते हैं?
हम ये कह रहे हैं कि अभी कोई पार्टिसिपेंट नहीं है यहाँ, तो क्या कोई दूसरा बोल सकता है?
नहीं मैम, शेड्यूल्ड जो है भारत के बाहर के स्कॉलर बोलेंगे इस सेशन में।
आ रहे होंगे, ठीक है।
हाँ, वो उनके टाइम थोड़ा अलग अलग है ना, तो जुड़ने में भी।
अच्छा बोल रहे हैं, उत्साह से बोल रहे हैं सब।
हाँ बिल्कुल बिल्कुल।
चलिए, अपन प्रतीक्षा करते हैं।
प्रोफेसर उल्फत।
Chairperson, yes, Chairperson Dr. Kirti Ramjatan also will be joining soon. So I've just contacted her. I think she'll present. If someone is there already prior her, maybe she can start and then Dr. Kirti can join. So like this, there will be a flow in the session.
यस यस मैम, यस। शिखा अजय, मिसेस शिखा अजय रास्तोगल, थाईलैंड। संचिता गुहा, डॉक्टर संचिता गुहा।
Yes, I have already presented my speech.
यस यस मैम, यस। थैंक यू। मिसेस प्राची पांडे।
नमस्ते।
जी नमस्ते।
मैं दीपाली बोल रही हूँ, आपको फोन किया था जो मेरे प्रेजेंटेशन आज करना चाहती हूँ।
मैम सॉरी, इस सेशन में नहीं हो पाएगा, नेक्स्ट सेशन में आपका हो जाएगा मैम।
कितने बजे होगा वो?
वो 1 बजे से शुरू होगा।
अच्छा, 1 बजे के बाद?
जी।
अच्छा, अच्छा ठीक है तब। नमस्ते।
राजश्री मैम, राजश्री मैम।
Rajshri,
I just presented
Rajshri.
Mehi Pehli. Yeah, I was the first. Yes,
I think
नहीं,
I was
Kirti
the
is there.
first
are you
person.
Kirti is
sure?
there now.
Are you sure Kriti
Kirti
ma'am is
Ramchandran
Kirti
is
has
there
joining?
joined.
now. So she has just
Kriti
joined
ma'am,
in. Kirti has just joined in.
Yeah, yeah. We just give her time to.
Yeah.
विमला जी, आप लंदन से हैं या ट्रिनिडाड?
लंदन से हूँ।
लंदन से। तो जो आप एक
लंदन से।
परंपरा बता रहे थे अभी कि हम लोग माने पाठ भी करते हैं भगवत गीता का,
हाँ,
वाल्मीकि
सब करते हैं।
का,
हाँ,
और श्लोक चैंटिंग करते हैं, बच्चों को और भी श्लोक सिखाते हैं। तो ये
हाँ
लंदन में
सिखाते
ही
हैं।
है।
लंदन में करती हूँ, लेकिन मैं ऑनलाइन करती हूँ। पूरे दुनिया के लोग ज्वाइन करते हैं।
अच्छा।
ऑनलाइन क्लासेस, जूम क्लासेस होता है।
नमो नमः सर्वेभ्यः।
नमो नमः।
welcome,
नमो
welcome
नमः
ma'am.
कीर्ति बहन।
नमो नमः।
थैंक यू सर।
Ma'am, please present your paper.
कैन आई जस्ट नाउ? ओके।
Yes, yes. हम आपके इंतजार में ही थे।
अच्छा, बहुत 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 धन्यवाद। तो आदरणीय
Yes.
अध्यक्ष महोदय जी, विद्वज्जन, भारत की ज्ञान परंपरा को जीवंत रखने वाली विदुषी बहनें और यहाँ उपस्थित जितने भी राष्ट्र शिल्पी गण हैं, उन सबको सभी को मेरा सादर नमन। आज का यह विषय शक्ति अपनी पूर्ण कला में स्फुरित कोई साधारण वक्तव्य नहीं है। यह उस विराट सत्य की उद्घोषणा है जो सदियों से भारत की मिट्टी और मानस में रचा बसा है। जब हम शक्ति शब्द का उच्चारण करते हैं तो हमारा अर्थ केवल भौतिक बल से नहीं होता। हमारा अर्थ उस सृजनात्मक ऊर्जा से है जिसके बिना यह जड़ जगत स्पंदित भी नहीं हो सकता। सनातन संस्कृति विश्व की वह एकमात्र संस्कृति है जिसने परमात्मा को केवल पिता के रूप में नहीं अपितु माता के रूप में भी स्वीकार किया है। हमारे यहाँ दर्शन का आरंभ ही प्रकृति और पुरुष के मिलन से होता है। यदि पुरुष चेतना है तो प्रकृति उस चेतना को आकार देने वाली शक्ति है। जब हम दुर्गा, लक्ष्मी और सरस्वती की अवधारणा की आराधना करते हैं तो हम वास्तव में नारी के 3 आयामों को नमन करते हैं। अन्याय के विरुद्ध प्रचंडता, वैभव की प्रचुरता और ज्ञान की पवित्रता। शास्त्रों का वह अमर उद्घोष आज भी गूंजता है। यत्र नार्यस्तु पूज्यन्ते रमन्ते तत्र देवताः, यत्र एतास्तु न पूज्यन्ते सर्वास्तत्र अफलाः क्रियाः। अर्थात जहाँ नारी का सम्मान होता है वहाँ दैवीय शक्तियां स्वयं निवास करती हैं, और जहाँ उसका अनादर होता है वहाँ बड़े से बड़े यज्ञ और कर्म भी निष्फल हो जाते हैं। यहाँ पूजन का अर्थ धूप दीप नहीं बल्कि नारी की अस्मिता और उसकी मेधा को स्वीकार करना है। सनातन परंपरा मानती है कि मनुष्य का निर्माण केवल जन्म के बाद नहीं होता बल्कि माता के संकल्प के साथ ही शुरू हो जाता है। संस्कार वह मानसिक और आध्यात्मिक सांचा है जिसमें एक बालक का व्यक्तित्व ढाला जाता है। इस प्रक्रिया की मुख्य वास्तुकार नारी ही है। हम अभिमन्यु की चर्चा गर्व से करते हैं जिसने अपनी माता सुभद्रा के गर्भ में चक्रव्यूह भेदन की कला सीखी। यह कथा विज्ञान और आध्यात्म के उस अद्भुत संगम को दर्शाती है जिसे आज का गर्भ संस्कार विज्ञान पुष्ट कर रहा है। माता केवल देह का पोषण नहीं करती, वह अपनी संतानों में मूल्यों का रक्त प्रवाहित करती है। महाभारत में कहा गया है, नास्ति मातृ समा छाया, नास्ति मातृ समा गति, नास्ति मातृ समा त्राता, नास्ति मातृ समा प्रिया। माँ के समान कोई शीतल छाया नहीं, कोई बड़ा सहारा नहीं और कोई श्रेष्ठ रक्षक नहीं। नारी जब माता बनती है तो वह एक राष्ट्र का भविष्य लिख रही होती है। वह शिवाजी में स्वाभिमान भरती है तो महाराणा प्रताप में स्वाधीनता की ज्वाला। समाज की सबसे छोटी और सबसे महत्वपूर्ण इकाई परिवार है और परिवार की आत्मा नारी है। सनातन धर्म में घर केवल 4 दीवारों का ढांचा नहीं है, जैसा कि शास्त्र कहते हैं, न गृहम गृहम इत्यादिर गृहिणी गृहम उच्यते, अर्थात केवल ईंट पत्थरों से बने ढांचे को घर नहीं कहा जाता। वास्तव में गृहिणी ही घर है। उसके स्नेह, उसके प्रबंधन और उसकी उपस्थिति से ही एक मकान तीर्थ बनता है। वह घर की धुरी है जिसके चारों ओर पूरा वंश घूमता है। वह घर की पहली शिक्षिका, पहली चिकित्सक और पहली मार्गदर्शक है। प्रायः यह भ्रम फैलाया जाता है कि हमारी परंपरा ने नारी को शिक्षा से दूर रखा, किंतु इतिहास साक्षी है कि जब विश्व के बड़े हिस्से सभ्य भी नहीं हुए थे, तब गार्गी जनक की सभा में याज्ञवल्क्य जैसे ऋषियों को चुनौती दे रही थी। मैत्रेयी, अपाला और लोपामुद्रा जैसी ऋषिकाओं ने वेदों की ऋचाएं लिखी। आज जब हम अपनी बेटियों को विज्ञान, राजनीति, प्रशासन और जीवन के हर सर्वोच्च शिखर पर प्रतिष्ठित देखते हैं तो हमें आश्चर्य नहीं होता, क्योंकि हमारे डीएनए में गार्गी का ज्ञान, झांसी की रानी का साहस और संघर्षों को जीत कर आगे बढ़ने का वह अटूट जिजीविषा है जो हमारी परंपरा का आधार रही है। आज इसरो की प्रयोगशालाओं से लेकर मॉरिशस के विकास के हर क्षेत्र में कार्य करती हमारी महिलाएं, जो अपनी आधुनिक वैज्ञानिक सोच के साथ साथ अपनी जड़ों से भी उतनी ही मजबूती से जुड़ी हुई हैं, यह प्रमाणित करती हैं कि पारंपरिक मूल्यों और आधुनिकता का सामंजस्य ही हमारी असली शक्ति है। हमारी सादगी, हमारे संस्कार और हमारी मेधा, ये सब मिलकर ही विश्व पटल पर हमारी एक विशिष्ट और गरिमामयी पहचान बनाते हैं। आज के आधुनिक युग में नारी के सामने दोहरी चुनौतियां हैं। एक तो बाजारीकरण उसे केवल एक वस्तु की तरह देख रहा है, तो दूसरी ओर खोखली रूढ़िवादिता उसकी उड़ान रोकना चाहती है। समाधान न पश्चिमी नारीवाद में है, न ही संकीर्ण कट्टरता में। समाधान हमारी जड़ों में है। हमें अर्धनारीश्वर के विचार को पुनर्जीवित करना होगा। शिव के बिना शक्ति और शक्ति के बिना शिव अधूरे हैं। समाज का रथ इन 2 पहियों के संतुलन से ही चलता है। यदि हमें एक नैतिक और समृद्ध समाज चाहिए तो हमें नारी को केवल सुविधा नहीं बल्कि समानता और स्वायत्तता देनी होगी। अंत में मैं अपनी समस्त बहनों से कहना चाहूंगी कि आप केवल समाज का अंग नहीं, आप समाज का आधार हैं। आपको सशक्त बनाने के लिए बाहर से किसी विशेष प्रयास की आवश्यकता नहीं है, क्योंकि आप स्वयं शक्ति का पुंज हैं। आपको केवल अपनी विस्मृत शक्तियों को पुनः पहचानना है। जब नारी अपनी पूर्ण कला में विकसित होती है, तब वह केवल एक घर नहीं बल्कि पूरे राष्ट्र का उद्धार करती है। नारी का सम्मान ही राष्ट्र का उत्थान है। मैं अपनी वाणी को इन पंक्तियों के साथ विराम देना चाहूंगी। मैं आदि हूँ, मैं अंत हूँ, मैं ही सृजन की प्यास हूँ, मैं द्रौपदी का स्वाभिमान,
मैं गार्गी का प्रकाश हूँ, न घर की चार दीवारी, न बंधनों का पाश हूँ, न बंधनों का पाश हूँ। मैं विश्व शांति की ध्वजा, मैं मानवता का विश्वास हूँ। आप सभी को आपके ध्यान के लिए हृदय से आभार। जयतु नारी शक्ति। धन्यवाद।
बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद मैम। मॉरिशस के धरती से आप हमें नारी शक्ति की जो प्रेरणा दी, रानी शक्ति की जो जो उनका जो शक्ति है उसको जिस प्रकार आप प्रेरणा दी, पूरे विश्व में कैसे नारी आगे ले जा रहे हैं विश्व को, बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद मैम।
थैंक यू सर।
एनीवन? विदेश की धरती से और कोई है हमारे आज प्रेजेंट करने वाले थे? ओ, थैंक यू ऑल। Now it is my great honor to invite our respected chairperson, Professor Yogini Vyas ma'am, to kindly share her valuable remarks with us. Ma'am, we could be honored to hear your words, ma'am. Yogini ma'am. मैम हमें सुन सकते हैं? प्रोफेसर योगिनी व्यास मैम, प्लीज अनम्यूट योरसेल्फ।
आवाज सुनाई दे रही है?
हाँ
हेलो।
मैम प्लीज। जी।
वागर्थाविव सम्पृक्तौ वागर्थ प्रतिपत्तये जगतः पितरौ वन्दे पार्वती परमेश्वरौ या देवी सर्वभूतेषु शक्तिरूपेण संस्थिता नमस्तस्यै 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 नमो नमः। थर्ड ग्लोबल विदुषी कॉन्फ्रेंस 2026 के इस फर्स्ट ऑनलाइन टेक्निकल सेशन में जो भी प्रस्तुतियां हुई वे सभी शक्ति स्वरूपा विदुषियों को मैं गहरे हृदय से बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद देती हूँ। इस सेशन में हम देखें तो कुल मिलाकर 4 शोध पत्र प्रस्तुत हुए। उसमें प्रथम मॉरिशियस, जो राम भूमि, मॉरिशियस का नाम सुनते ही हमारे पूर्ण पुरुषोत्तम श्री राम जी का स्मरण होता है। तो मॉरिशियस की धरती से प्रथम श्री राजश्री जी, उन्होंने सचमुच बहुत बहुत अच्छा शोध पत्र प्रस्तुत किया। उनके बारे में मैंने थोड़ा सा नोट डाउन किया है कि सनातन थॉट्स ऑफ जनरेशंस, उसमें स्त्रियों की विद्वत्ता के बारे में, शक्ति स्वरूपा स्त्री और उसका जो उदाहरण उन्होंने ऋग्वेद के सुप्रसिद्ध 10वें मंडल का 125वां सूक्त, जो वाघाम्भ्रूणीय सूक्त देवी सूक्त के नाम से जाना जाता है। अहम राष्ट्री संगमनी वसूनां चिकितुषी प्रथमा यज्ञियानां तां मा देवा व्यदधुः पुरुत्रा भूरि स्थात्रां भूरिया वेशयन्तीम्। आदरणीय श्री राजश्री जी ने द कॉन्ट्रीब्यूशन ऑफ वाक इज यूनिक ऑन वेदास. In the Rigveda, the Vak hymn represents the theory of causation, wherein Vak, the daughter of Rishi Ambruni, has been described as Satchidananda Brahman, and thus the substance of the whole universe. Vak is speech personified, the word wound, the first creation, and representative of spirit of communication between man and gods. उन्होंने बृहदारण्यक उपनिषद से गार्गी, लोपामुद्रा, मैत्रेयी आदि विदुषियों का बहुत अच्छी तरह से इंटेलेक्चुअल प्रदान कौन सा है वह उजागर किया। महालक्ष्मी और बाद में भक्ति ट्रेडिशन, तत्व ज्ञान, सोशल उत्तरदायित्व, सामाजिक उत्तरदायित्व और इंसाइटफुल प्रेजेंटेशन रहा उनका। यत्र नार्यस्तु पूज्यन्ते रमन्ते तत्र देवताः। मैं उनको बहुत 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 अभिनंदन देती हूँ। बाद में यूके से श्री विमला जी, उन्होंने सनातन धर्म की विशेषताओं को गौरवान्वित किया। देव भाषा संस्कृत, इसमें इसके महात्म्य को उजागर किया। भारत की जो सुप्रसिद्ध प्राचीन काल से शुरू चली आई गुरुकुल परंपरा के महात्म्य को प्रदर्शित किया। महिला शक्ति में जो आत्मविश्वास, सेल्फ कॉन्फिडेंस है, और उन्होंने खास बताया कि व्हेन वी एम्पावर वीमेन वी एम्पावर ह्यूमैनिटी। बहुत अच्छा सा पेपर था विमला जी का, उनको भी मैं अभिनंदन देती हूँ। तीसरा था बांग्लादेश की डॉक्टर शुचिता जी गोहा जी का। उन्होंने क्रोनोलॉजिकल जर्नी ऑफ वीमेन, स्त्री की जो तबक्कावार भूमिका है प्राचीन काल से शुरू कर आधुनिक काल तक, महिलाओं की जो वैविध्यमय भूमिका है, वेदों में, राजनीति में कौशल्य, सांस्कृतिक बाबतों में उनका कौशल्य और उनकी लीडरशिप, नेतृत्व, इन सभी दिशाओं के बारे में उन्होंने बहुत से अच्छे से सुझाव प्रस्तुत किए। चौथे, मॉरिशस की धरती से जो शक्ति आई हुई, मैं उनका नाम उन्होंने नहीं दिया था, मॉरिशस की विराट सत्य की उद्घोषणा, सनातन संस्कृति और उनके विविध स्वरूप स्त्री के, दुर्गा, दुर्गा तू ही लक्ष्मी, तू ही सरस्वती का स्वरूप है, तू ही कण कण में ही समाई है, तू ही धूप है, तू ही छाव है। दुर्गा, लक्ष्मी, सरस्वती जी की आराधना। महो अर्णः सरस्वती प्रचेतयति केतुना धियो विश्वा विराजति। तो यह बात उन्होंने बताई। यत्र नार्यस्तु जो सुप्रसिद्ध विधान है, उसके द्वारा नारी शक्ति की अस्मिता और हमारे सुप्रसिद्ध महाभारत, नमोस्तुते व्यास विशाल बुद्धे फुल्ला रविंदा यतपत्र नेत्र येन त्वया भारत तैलपूर्णः प्रज्वालितो ज्ञानमयः प्रदीपः। ये महाभारत का बहुत गौरवान्वित पात्र अभिमन्यु के दृष्टांत द्वारा विज्ञान और अध्यात्म, इसका समुच्चय कैसे हम कर सकते हैं। महाभारत का सुप्रसिद्ध एक पद्य है नास्ति मातृ समाछाया, वो उन्होंने ठीक तरह से प्रस्तुत किया। और गृहिणी गृहम उच्यते, गृहिणी का चिकित्सक के स्वरूप में उनकी भूमिका गार्गी, लोपामुद्रा आदि आदि उदाहरणों द्वारा और आधुनिक काल में इसरो उस ये प्रयोगशाला में नारी का जो असाधारण प्रदान है, विश्व पटल पर नारी का गरिमापूर्ण स्थान। और उन्होंने एक बहुत अच्छी बात बताई कि शिव के बिना शक्ति और शक्ति के बिना शिव अधूरे हैं। नारी कहती है मैं आदि हूं, मैं अंत हूं और मैं विश्व शांति हूं। ये चारों विदुषी विदुषियों को मैं हृदय पूर्वक अंतःकरण पूर्वक अभिनंदन प्रदान करती हूँ। और इस प्रसंग में आदरणीय श्री राजेश भाई जी ने और हमारा जो सभा का संचालन कर रहे हैं, उन दोनों ने मेरे को यह चेयर सेशन करने की जो उत्तरदायित्व दिया, उसके लिए मैं उनका हृदय पूर्वक आभार मानती हूँ। धन्यवाद। नमो नमः। प्रणमामि सर्वान्। प्रणमामि।
थैंक यू मैम, बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद। आपका अध्यक्ष उद्बोधन हमें लाभान्वित होंगे। बहुत 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 धन्यवाद मैम। थैंक यू। नाउ before concluding today's session, I would like to express my sincere gratitude to everyone. My heartfelt thanks to our respected chairperson, Professor Yogini Vyas ma'am, and also express my appreciation to all the international scholar and presenters. I also thank the organizing committee, advisory board, patrons, and all of our participants, and all of the conference members for making this session successful. Finally, I would like to conclude today's session with a Santri mantra. Please, ma'am, permission, please.
Okay.
Yes. नमो नमः। ॐ सर्वे भवन्तु सुखिनः, सर्वे सन्तु निरामयः, सर्वे भद्राणि पश्यन्तु, मा कश्चित् दुःखभाग् भवेत्। ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः। हरि ओम तत्सत। नमो नमः। सभी को धन्यवाद। भारत की धरती से, उत्तर प्रदेश की धरती से, मैं बंगाल से हूँ, बंगाल की धरती से, और बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद सभी को।
नमो नमः।
Thank you very much.
थैंक यू।
आवाज नहीं आ रही है।
मैम नेक्स्ट सेशन हमारे 1 बजे से शुरू होगा।
हाँ, ओके ओके ठीक।
ओके मैम, इसी लिंक में इसी में ही शुरू होगा, तो 1 बजे से शुरू होगा।
जी ठीक है, धन्यवाद।
Hope it has ended. Good morning. They didn't even call my name. Okay.